fast.
Hey, this is Andrew Ferraro with Exit Bayshore Realty and the Sunny and Tampa Bay team here with your weekly market update. It's a very exciting time of the year right now. We're coming into Christmas. It's the weekend here of December 17th. The weather's changing. We just got a cold front that has blown through, and it has dropped the weather here to a just perfect 61 degrees out this morning. Slight chill in the air reminds us that Christmas is coming, and we don't actually have to put a jacket on, so we like that. Moving on here, we talk about our market activity. We've got some news in the community that we're gonna touch on. We're gonna talk about the team activity, and then the brokerage too is doing some really exciting things. So on the market, we have 4,300 new listings on the market in the last 7 days. We have 5,700 price drops. This is directly in line with what we have been discussing. 3,900 sold and 600 expired. So we continue to see the price drops outpacing the new inventory, and we continue to see inventory coming on the market just about as fast as it is going off the market. Total inventory available on the market is 38,000 residential homes. That is directly in line with what we've been talking about in the previous weeks, at an average value of $590,000 a piece. So our market is moving. You know, I get questions about what's the market doing? Is it hit hard? Is it really as quiet as you're hearing on the news? And the answer is no. I mean, it's in the data here. It's 38,000 residential homes for sale. We need like 80,000 homes for a balanced market. So we're not there. We have 3 months worth of inventory, and that means that the best, most well-positioned properties are going under contract very quickly, and there's not enough real estate to go around. So even when something's sitting on the market here, we're talking about 45 days. We're looking at the way that the market's changing. We expect fewer homes to transact over the next 6 to 9 months at least than you would have projected with the way that the economy has been rolling over the last 2 years. Yes, the market's slower, but it was so fast here recently that we have to kind of be careful about what we are comparing it to. We've got another rate increase right now, but rates are, about stable in the high 6s, low 7s, depending on your credit and income. They look like they might, maybe, top out here later on this year. They could also keep going. So we don't have a crystal ball. We don't know exactly what's going to happen, and a lot of this, all of it, will depend on what comes out of the Federal Reserve. It remains to be seen whether it seems like we've got some positive indicators here, but I'm not sure the Federal Reserve is really wrapping its arms around inflation like they would like to be. So we will stay tuned to see what happens there. Team activity here. Sunny and Tampa Bay has been very busy. We have had a closing in a house down here in South Tampa, right off of Inner Bay Boulevard. It's actually a townhome, closed at $409,000. Really nice property, very clean, right outside the gate of MacDill Air Force Base. So when the owner decides to sell or rent that property out later, they're going to be very well positioned to do either one. There's also a $10 million redevelopment of Inner Bay Boulevard happening, or on the books right now. It's green lighted. It is happening as everything stands right now. So love the location, love the price at $409. We just closed one up in Lutz, right outside of the Lutz Premium Outlets. Beautiful home, very well done, super clean. This was a 4-bedroom, 2-bath. The home was immaculate. Roof's in good condition, AC, hot water heater, all that, pool, out back, all of it's in very good condition. We were trying to stay under the $500,000 mark, and we hit that nail right on the head. What we were able to find is a property that was very well serviced, very well situated, that did not have all the builder upgrades. So Formica countertops, the bathrooms, same thing, Formica countertops, very builder grade light fixtures, that sort of thing. So this is a fantastic value when you can get a home that's really clean in that kind of move-in condition. It's fun to move into it, and then when you're working on the property, you're doing things that you choose to do, not that you need to do. Just a little bit nicer light, do some granite in there. and you can build equity in the property without buying a fixer-upper. So super happy with that one. We got one pending in Zephyr Hills. It's an 1,800 square foot 3-2 with a 2-car garage and I think a third of an acre lot, big lot. Again, a clean, dated property, plenty of privacy in the backyard. Builder grade, but again, clean, very serviceable. Got this under contract at $335,000. The house across the street that's a similar floor plan, it's a little bit bigger, it's about 2,000 square feet and it's really nicely finished, is on the market for $460,000. So 335 to 460, I'm very happy with the price that we're looking at on that home. And then we've got a property at 7318 South Kissimmee Street. This is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, raised beach house style property with a mother-in-law suite underneath and a 2-car garage. And then a really nice pool out back. Pebble Tech pool and all. That's on the market right now for $525,000. We're getting great activity on this. We haven't had an offer yet, but we feel like one's coming. And then we've got a property out in Sefner that just hit the market for $399,000. This is a 5-bedroom, 3-bath, 3,000 square foot house. There's a ton of space in this property. It's got a dated appearance on the outside. It's an older home in an older neighborhood, but the price is fantastic for something that's 3,000 square feet, 5 bedrooms and 3 baths. That one's gonna be a handyman special, so if you're looking for something with a ton of room and you're willing to do to bring that property back up to snuff, that might be a good option for you. And then we're on the hunt for a few things. We're looking for a 400,000 block home south of Gandy. Nice 3-2, maybe a large 2-2 might work. But something in there, 1,000 square feet, 1,200 square feet with a nice lot. These folks have friends in South Tampa and they want to be down in the area. So if you have anything on the market or know of anything down here south of Gandy at the 400 mark, we're looking for that. We'll be out this weekend searching for those. We're looking for a large property on the outskirts of Tampa, somewhere Carrollwood, could even go out towards Odessa. We've looked in Zephyr Hills, but we're looking for an estate home, probably with a pool, at least 4 bedrooms, would love a mother-in-law aspect to the house. And we want the property to be in turnkey condition, somewhere between $600,000 and $700,000. And we're looking for a piece of land out in Plant City. We want 2 or 3 acres, at least a 1,500 square foot, 3-2 or 4-2 in about the $500,000 range. We're also seeking a duplex in the $400,000 range. Tenants in place paying rent would be fine. Vacant is fine. Either way works well. So we've got a lot happening, a lot in the hopper right now. And that brings me to brokerage activity. So the team's growing and the brokerage is growing. These go hand in hand. There's a lot of excitement, a lot of buzz in the air over at Exit Realty right now. We are remodeling the office. We're putting some new signage out front. We've got some other strategies that we'll be putting out on video here soon. Exit Realty is a cool brokerage. The end of the year is coming. A lot of you have capped out for the year at your old brokerages. You're starting a new year. Have some new plans, new energy in that. If you feel like you're somewhere that is not breathing into your business, not feeding the energy that it takes to do really well at this business, then you might want to stop by or give us a call and chat a little bit about what we do at Exit Realty. We have a lot of experienced agents, and I have seen over and over in this brokerage, experienced agents reach out and help inexperienced agents or struggling agents in ways that does not happen in other brokerages. I've seen agents like Justin Hubbard and Lewis Stewart sit down and help people start marketing programs that are going to feed leads into their database, right? And that's the number one issue with agents trying to get going is leads. So with the team growing and the brokerage growing and the new year, we got a high energy sales organization here. So stay tuned to what happens with Exit Bayshore Realty, because I feel like they're getting ready to hit a growth spurt. If you've thought about switching brokerages or you're looking for a team to join, feel free to reach out. You can give me a call, shoot me a DM if you don't want to leave a comment below. I'd be happy to chat with people. You know, we could set up a situation where you come into the brokerage and maybe we'll try a couple of deals out together, and if it works for you and works for me, then we can talk about jumping on the team here. We do have more leads than we can get to right now. At the same time, the agents that come onto the Sunny and Tampa Bay team are going to be speaking for us and for our brand, and for that reason, we want to make sure that we have professional, polished agents with a lot of energy and enthusiasm and an understanding of social media and the technology at hand coming onto the team, speaking for us and representing our brand while we're out there. In the news here, we've got Zoo Tampa unveiling plans for a $125 million redevelopment with new exhibits and upgrades. Zoo Tampa is a super cool place where it's not just a zoo, it's an area in the community where folks can come together and really enjoy socializing, go see the animals, do lunch with the kids, have a beer, relax, everybody gets rejuvenated, and then you're off to see the next exhibit. They do other social events where you can come out and have a glass of wine in the evenings and let the kids roll around. So it is more than just a zoo, and it embodies that flavor of Tampa where, you look at the Zoo Tampa, Sparkman's Wharf, Armature Works, West Shore Marina District. These are places, Midtown, these are places where every time we go out with the family, we meet another couple, other kids, we make new friends, and it's a place to kind of get out and socialize and enjoy this beautiful weather and the place that we live here. So they're looking at being able to access the zoo by water. The CEO says the river should be leveraged as a transportation option between neighborhoods and perhaps all the way to downtown Tampa. Let's just look at that real quick on the map. This is the Zoo Tampa at Lowry Park, right off of the Hillsborough River. And how much fun would it be to be at Armature Works or downtown or Bayshore, I think is the last taxi point there. To grab the kids, jump on a boat and run up the river for a day at the zoo, do lunch, and take the boat back. That just sounds fantastic to me. I hope that they come through with that option. And they've got a couple of renderings here showing folks landing at Lowry Park. They're looking at expanding their Africa exhibit, doing an Asia and a South America exhibit here. And then importantly, they're going to expand their capabilities to help the manatees in the area. We saw them get hit really hard here over red tide. And I absolutely love the idea where they are going to be expanding their capabilities to take injured and ill manatees in, get them rehabilitated, and put them back out in our waters. So super cool things coming from Zoo Tampa. This article was sent over from Zane Petty here. I asked the audience last week to send something if you guys have an article that you're interested in me covering here on my videos. Zane, thank you for sending this out. Zane is a great guy. He's a commercial lending officer with the Bank of Tampa. He's very well connected. He knows his stuff. And I want to invite you guys to reach out to him if you have questions about commercial lending or looking at some new projects for your businesses on the horizon. If you want to look him up on Instagram and reach out in a very informal platform, he's at ZanePetty11. So, are the Rays taking another swing at Ybor Park? Maybe. We don't know yet. We're hearing that the Rays are still in communication with St. Pete and possibly redeveloping their piece of land over there. And then they're also looking at some property north of the Ybor Channel here in Tampa. Our mayor speaks like they're already moving into Tampa. We would love to see that. We hope that that happens. There is a piece of land that's under contract here with Daryl Shaw. Daryl Shaw's under contract to acquire this property, and it might close at about the same time that the lease runs out in St. Pete. So really cool sketch. Nobody's claimed ownership here, according to this article, of where the sketch actually came from. But I would love to see a structure like that over there. It's right on the north end of the Ybor Channel. So we're talking about this property right here. I mean, if you know the area, raise your hand if you want to see a mixed-use stadium going in over there. I know I do. We've got, Harbor Islands right down here, the Tampa Bay History Center, Sparkman's Wharf. There's walking trails along the water and the boats here. So this is the Channelside District over here. We would just love to see the stadium and a mixed-use development come in right up against that. As we zoom out, this is the north end of the Ybor Channel here. Harbor Island, Davis Islands, all of this is the Channel District over here. Ybor, they're talking about taking the streetcars up to Armature, which I hope they do. You can still take a bicycle and run the river walk down this way, or all the way back up Bayshore Boulevard to the base. West Shore's over here again. So everything going on here is bringing money to the area, and we love to see it happen. Thanks again, Zane, for pushing this article over to me. If you guys have articles or discussions that you would like to see take place on these videos, please reach out. And then another huge one is school redistricting. Hillsborough County is looking at redistricting some school zones in an effort to maximize the utility from the logistics that they have right now and the budget that they have. There was a big webinar here the other day that we followed. I took a couple of screenshots from there I want to share with you. We got some information on what they might be trying to do, but they're really just polling parents right now to get input from the community. And quite frankly, a lot of that webinar kind of seemed like a dog and pony show, like maybe the answers, were already decided and that the webinar was just an effort to make the community feel like they're being involved. They didn't address some of the questions or concerns that were asked in the comments by, a lot of people. And they also didn't respond to things like people saying that they didn't understand the question when they put a multiple choice poll up there and only gave a handful of answers when it was obvious in the comments that a lot of people didn't want to choose any of those answers. They wanted a different answer. They wanted more information. So I'm not sure how that community involvement piece is really going, but I am sure that they're looking at redistricting some of the Hillsborough areas. And when we look at the map, and I thought it was noteworthy, and I went ahead and snapped a picture there of the density of people interested in how these schools are going to be rezoned in Fishhawk, in South Tampa, in Wesley Chapel, in Odessa, in Greater Carrollwood. Okay, Town and Country over here, Valrico and Brandon over here. You can kind of see where people are anxious, actively involved in the process. I think that that is interesting. I would like to see more involvement. If you guys have not heard about this happening yet, you can get involved and share your opinion with the community outreach program here. Go to the county website and they've got a tool on there where you can plug your address in and see the different ways that they're gonna break down different options for how they would redistrict and see how those ways affect your address and your kids if you have them in the school or the potential for a family there in the future. If you want to give your input, then you can go to the county site and check this out and let them know what you think. Lastly, we talked about the weather. And it is closing in on Christmas. I want to share this with you guys because I was just walking through the neighborhood here yesterday morning as this cold front was blowing in. It was 72 degrees when I took the video here, and no filter. This is just a golden sunrise here in Port Tampa. Just, an absolute beautiful time of year. This is the best time to live in Florida. You get these cold snaps. It hit 62 degrees this morning. I threw a hoodie on, super cold. I'm sorry for you guys up north where it's snowing, but that's not us. 62 degrees this morning is just perfect, crisp Christmas weather. It's cold enough to kill the mosquitoes off so we can get outside and really enjoy what we're doing, get those cool breezes, and replenish our enthusiasm for the area here before it gets hot again next year. So just super cool weather. I thought I'd highlight that to you guys. If you're out of the area and you're shoveling snow today, to get your cars in and out of the driveway, and you want to look at property down here, give me a call. Thanks for watching here. Andrew Ferraro again with sunny in Tampa Bay at Exit Bayshore Realty. There's a lot happening right now. We're getting ready to hit 2023 with a high level of energy. The team is growing. We've got a lot happening. We've got more leads right now than we can get to. So if you're an agent out there and you think that this brand resonates with you, then I'd be happy to chat about that. And we're getting ready to hit a new year. So very excited, very happy about what's going on in Tampa Bay. And we love to be just a little part of it. Thanks for watching. Andrew Ferraro, Exit Realty. Have a great day.
Fast.